Hi everybody and welcome to the Money Man Show. I got Mark Keohane with me. Mark, it's always you. I don't think I need to introduce you anymore, but let's talk about the two games this weekend in New Zealand.
Yeah, I'm sitting in for the money boy. Big day for him. He's getting his first ever car that he's contributed towards, thanks to being on the Money Man Show. I think there's a few bucks that have gone that way. So I said to him, just send us your picks. And typical of his conservative nature, he said he's backing the Chiefs at home by 6, the Hurricanes to win by more than 1. But it doesn't mean I'm going to bet. Tell Money Man that I may do a bit of in-game betting. So said, okay, off you go. So
it's Mr. Money Man.
Mr. Money Man, yes, sir. I look at the Chiefs and Gatland. They're now north from 6 if you include the
2 games before.
2 games Super Rugby. But every game they've played, you're thinking, even that game in Christchurch when they were 18-3 down, came back to 18-11, the Crusaders were hanging on in the end. And I think it must be infuriating for Gatland to see those players making the same mistakes, forcing the passes, not playing with enough patience. They're not as bad as 0 from 4 and 0 from 6 is. And they're 5% off their game, having potentially been 4 from 4. So I am backing them once again to win at home against the Highland side that's been there and thereabouts. Play some attractive rugby and that, but I really don't rate them. And so I think that they will win by 7+.
7+. Well, you know, the interesting thing is, for me, how close the derby games are. There's very little. They could usually go either way. And even the Crusaders, picking up 14 points against the Highlanders to cap that win off, made it flattering. And they're a bit flattering in their win over the Blues. I like the Blues to beat the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes have shown nothing to me this year that would make me want to put any money on them, especially them as the favourites. When I did my own book at the beginning of the week, I had the Blues as -4 favourites. So any time there hasn't been a massive change to the team chemistry, and I've got such a discrepancy with the bookies, I'll always put some money on. So I'm going to put 1,000 Rand down on the Blues to win outright. It pays 2,100 Rand back.
All right, if you're looking at the Blues, they were comfortable winners in that first game, 43,000 at Eden Park, afternoon game, lots of euphoria. The Hurricanes at the start of the season, when the Stormers shut them up, were hopeless. Then they went and got a win in Buenos Aires. I think they struggled with John Plumtree going to the All Blacks and a whole change in setup. They kind of started slowly, but they seem to be improving. And at home, I just don't know how the Blues are going to recover from the defeat. They were riding this crest of a wave. A lot of youngsters who hadn't lost yet for a while they'd built everything up to beat the Crusaders and felt that they were good enough to beat the Crusaders. And for 60 minutes, they looked good enough to beat them. And the Hurricanes would have taken a lot from, even in that last 20, they seemed to fall apart a bit again and seemed to see the heads drop and the body language showed. So at home, I think the Hurricanes are good enough to beat them. And, Beauden Barrett will get some special attention on his return at fullback. I think the Blues, again, they're missing a trick by not playing the best fly-off potentially in the world at 10. He's so out of the game at 15 at the moment. And, Adi Severe's been playing well. There seems to be a bit of rhythm with that backline of theirs. And if they can match the Blues physically, I think they will win at home. Well, as you always say, if your aunt had a pair of balls, she'd be your uncle. So what they do have that the Blues don't have is Captain Hurricane.
Yes.
Hurricanes! We haven't seen that kind of salute come up for too many times in the last couple of seasons. But yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to touch your face, eh?
Captain Hurricane can do anything. Have you seen the padding he's got on and the plastic and all that kind of stuff? So I think that's the game of the weekend there in terms of free flowing. I don't think the one in Hamilton is going to be pretty at all. I think it's been one of those messy games, one of those grinds, and that the Chiefs will come out on top. But if you want some good rugby, and there has been some bloody good rugby in this competition, the one in Wellington will be good.
Yeah, no, definitely going to watch. The other one I won't bet on, but probably won't even get up to watch it. What's it, 5 o'clock in the morning on Sunday?
I actually don't know the time. I think it is. They alternate an afternoon game and then an evening game. But with most of the Chiefs stuff, I tend to watch it on replay.
No, but should be interesting. I think the Blues will win, and they offer value for me, Mark.
And then let's hope to goodness in the next month we can be talking about Stormers against Sharks.
Yeah.
against Bulls, against the Lions, and we can talk about South African Super Rugby teams playing in the guise of an expanded curriculum.
Yeah, look forward to it. Thanks, Mark.